Yeah. I don't personally, for me, I don't remember a lot of the backlash. I remember growing up with it. I remember that whole summer being crazy. I don't remember a lot of the backlash, but I do remember, like, I was playing at my friend Chris Thomas's house. We went to visit, like, one of his aunts or something like that, and they were saying how, the aunt was saying how they should just bring back the old 60s TV show instead. But I remember just being floored whenever I saw artwork or television spot or whatever, for the '89 release. I was just floored with it. When I finally got to see that movie, that just kicked me in the head. It was such a great movie. So I kind of felt like, Michael Keaton was just kind of made to be in there, made for that role, in a way.
Yeah, I agree.
So I never really witnessed any of the backlash, but, aside from my friend's parents wanting the old Adam West, Adam West had a pretty checkered past too. Yeah.
Yeah, they want Adam West to come back, but they realize that if they do that the fans will get outraged. And they wanted to go with that darker tone that what Batman is truly about, and it became a huge success. I still love I love Adam West, and he's my Batman. A lot of people prefer I love Michael Keaton, but when it comes to the movies, it'll always be Michael Keaton. But when it comes to a live action actor who played Batman in general, it'll always be Adam West, because that's how I discovered Batman, was from the TV show. It was fun. It's still fun today, but I understand they want to going back to. I understand they wanted to go back to Batman's roots, like they did with Deadpool, away from that shittiness that went down with him on X-Men Origins Wolverine, and they did an excellent job. And they did an excellent job with what they did in 1989 with Tim Burton's Batman.
What I think works so good for Deadpool is they spotlight it on itself, they take it out, they remove it, and then they throw it back in, and then they throw it in your face. They take every fucking line from every Marvel past, present, future, and then they just fucking throw it right in your face and go, this is what it is. So you can either take it as Deadpool's in Marvel Universe or Deadpool's not in Marvel Universe, and I think that works so well for the film, because we needed something like that to break the fourth wall, to kind of like, everyone's so serious on the Marvel movies, everyone's all like, oh, Marvel's better than DC, and this and that and this and that. We needed someone to actually come in and say, this is just a movie, guys. Like, enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, and I wish people, to be honest, would just get over the Marvel vs. DC bullshit. Even guys like Zack Snyder, he keeps fanning the flames when it comes to that, going after Marvel fans. Oh, you just like Flavor the Week shit. I'm like, but even like his, Batman vs. Superman trailer, that one line, I know we mentioned this before, but that one line of humor is like turning off people.
Yeah.
It's like, God forbid if you have any bit of humor.
Yeah.
It's like breaking it's like set fire to the Bible or something, to the DC Bible.
They need to lighten up, definitely, and enough of this Marvel Marvel versus DC. Whatever happened to equality, enjoying both franchises at the same time? I grew up with both franchises of superheroes. I had the toys and comic books. I watched the movies from different countries. So they need to lighten the fuck up with this.
Mm-hmm.
Especially what happened with Ben Affleck a couple years ago. I mean, people were writing to Obama, to the White House. I think it was worse because, now you have the social media, and people want to use all these outlets to complain and to write to Obama about Ben Affleck's casting because they're already pissed.
Like, what the fuck's Obama gonna do?
Yeah.
He's gonna put more spyware on people's computers.
What, because he did Daredevil? That's what the problem was.
I didn't mind Daredevil. I thought he was good in Daredevil. I don't get why people hate him in that film. And when you watch Daredevil, that kind of gave you the potential he was going to put on Batman, which I think he's going to do for this new movie.
Like,
especially Director's Cut.
Yeah. Like, me personally, I like Ben Affleck. Like, I've liked Ben Affleck since I was a kid. So, like, maybe the first time I saw him was in Dazed and Confused. I guess, like, when I was 14, 15. and I loved him in that movie. Like, he was just so mean, and he was so great. So every time I saw him in a movie after that, I was like, yeah, that's that guy from Dazed and Confused, you know. And like, when I heard he was gonna be Batman, I liked it. A lot of people gave me a hard time, saying that, you know, oh, I don't think he could do it. And at the time, it wasn't that I didn't think he could do it. I just think that he would have just been different, which is something that we really needed. Because, you know, coming off of Nolan's Batman films, the next Batman has to be different.
Most definitely, I agree, because the Nolan Batman films put, it kind of, if you look at it, kind of, in my opinion, it kind of gave it was supposed to give Batman a good name, but also gave Batman a bad name in a way, because Batman Begins, it started out as what we were waiting for Batman, what I thought, and then when the sequels came out, of course, The Dark Knight, which was the popular one, The Dark Knight Rises, it kind of made me lose hope of what I was hoping to get for the previous Batman films. And I think I heard that Ben Affleck is going to be in direct solo Batman project. I hope it's going to be 10 times better than Nolan's films, in my opinion.
Well, he seems pretty good. He seems like he's going to be interesting to watch. But like for me, like when I went to see Dark Knight Rises on opening night, and I just couldn't believe how bad they fucked that up. Like, I was just like, first of all, they fucked up Bane, and second of all, they changed his voice, which
they made him sound like me.
Yeah,
John Connor made him sound almost like me. He's almost like me.
Like when I
came out of retirement to do it.
when I saw when I went to see Mission Impossible, and they had like the opening 10 minutes of Dark Knight Rises, his voice was so powerful that the whole fucking theater shook. Like, the seats were shaking, you could feel the reverberation in your chest. It was powerful. And then when the movie comes out, they fucking changed all his voice. And like, he would have been actually scary really scary if they would have kept that voice in, because the voice actually hits you, you know? And then they changed it for this kind of, it still had that posh butler kind of thing going on, but it was still like, I don't know, it was just
Connery-esque.
Yeah, it wasn't as powerful. Like, it didn't have that reverberation.
I was waiting for him to say, "Welcome to the Rock."
Yeah. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
Yeah.
I'm got those reckoning.
And like, Batman wouldn't take 7 years off, or however long he took off. He wouldn't let that leg thing get him down too, because he's the richest man in the world. He just fucking buy a new leg. Fuck.
You know, I've always imagined. I know people don't want to hear about this, but the way I think Christian Bale would have played it more fun with that Bruce Wayne character if he played it like American Psycho.
Yeah.
Minus the psycho part.
I love that scene where he's trying to get his sheets done.
Yeah.
He's yelling at the lady, "I'll fucking kill you."
I don't mean like. Oh, go ahead.
No. I was just about to say that I think that's one of the reasons they hired him to play Batman in the first place after seeing American Psycho, because he was like this handsome rich guy who had a dark side. I think that's one of the reasons why they hired him.
Yeah, I mean, minus the psycho killings and chasing naked chicks with a chainsaw, you know.
He drops it off the.
Huey Lewis soundtrack.
Yeah. Oh, that's a classic scene.
That was great.
But
that's great.
As far as Ben Affleck is concerned, man, it seems like people are still mad about that because they're still mad about Daredevil. They're mad because Dawn of Justice has one line of humor, and that's like breaking a commandment. And I'm like, just get off your high horse. I mean, who cares? It's DC, Marvel.
You look at the comics, and then you look at, even from the comics, you look at the animated films, and there's always that same humor in the comics and in the animes. So
I'm not saying there's no place for it, but you have to have a balance.
Yeah, but they still have those kind of lines in the other features, so I don't know why people are so mad about it now. Because it's always been there.
They're into that. You know? That's the problem. They're in too much of this whole emo shit. and the stuff. They keep saying they want to escape from life, but you still are wanted because you're complaining about it. You're going to see these dark films and you're complaining about the stuff going on in real life and you want to escape but you watch these films and it's like you want more of it, more of this emo stuff. I mean, lighten the fuck up.
Like, and another thing is, like, this, a lot of this is based on Dark Knight Returns, right? So you have that awesome scene in Dark Knight Returns where Superman and Batman are talking, you know, when Superman has the burn. He's got that awesome white shirt on, and then he has to take off or whatever. But there's always those kind of almost sibling-esque kind of like shots they take at each other back and forth. And that line actually kind of fits in that, you know, I just find it's always been there. And maybe they shouldn't have done it in the trailer, but either way, it doesn't mean that, well, it still feels true because we've always had that bantering back and forth between Batman and Superman anyway.
Do you think a part of it is that Man of Steel has since caught more flack because of some of the shit they did, like killing off Zod, Superman, you know, having all these innocent people die. So
that took me out of the movie. Like when I was watching it, that's the one thing that took me out.
They're hesitant about this new movie because of the shit that what happened, the shit that went down with Man of Steel. I think that's why they're so hesitant about this new film.
Yeah, it's like what happened with Man of Steel. Now you're going to cast Ben Affleck and Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, which looks like Edward Nygma. I know we said
that was stupid. That was a stupid. Choice. I mean, he's a good actor, but he's no Lex Luthor. I see the Joker in him or the fucking Riddler. I don't care. I don't give a shit how anybody says he's not Lex Luthor. He's a good actor, but he's no fucking Lex Luthor. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
He's gonna be parading around to that Flaming Lip song.
Yeah, Flaming Lip song. You know, working at Gotham Enterprises.
Oh, I'm still putting that at the beginning of this video.
Wearing some glow-in-the-dark suit. Waiting for him to say, "Joy-gasm!"
Yeah.
Brainwaves.
When he transforms at the end, he's like, "Oh."
Yeah. Too many questions.
Too many questions.
I don't know if their original choice, but I think they did consider Bryan Cranston as Lex.
Yeah, I will went with Bruce Willis, to be honest.
That would have been interesting.
He's got the temperament.
He does. I remember when Superman Returns was coming out. I really enjoyed Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor. I think he did a great job. But I also heard about maybe they originally wanted Billy Zane.
I could see Billy Zane. I could really see Billy Zane. Really see Billy Zane in there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Billy Zane's an underrated actor, I think. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever seen Dead Calm.
I love Dead Calm.
I
love that movie. He did an excellent job. When you see him in that movie, you can see the sinister look in his eyes. Especially, of course, he's mostly known for his bald head, and of course, fuck Titanic. I don't give a shit about Titanic anymore. Let's forget about that movie.
Dead Night or Dead.
Bring on the hate comments with that one too.
Was it Dead Night? Tales from the Crypt.
Oh yeah,
he was amazing. Demon Knight, yeah.
And I think he played in a recent Sniper sequel.
Oh, yeah, he was in the first one. He was in the first movie.
That's right. Yeah, because I think at this point, this is like the 5th Sniper film, and Billy Zane's in the front. He's leading the film.
Yeah,
I think Billy Zane would have been cool as Lex. I could actually buy that more than I can Jesse Eisenberg.
Absolutely. Yeah, I want to going back to Michael Keaton playing Batman in the video game world. Have any of you played any of the Arkham games or seen the footage online? What do you think of the Arkham games so far?
I played the first 2, but mainly the survival modes.